Are you asking yourself that are you late to prepare for the NLSAT examination? If yes, then the question is wrong. The question should be, is your strategy aggressive enough to prepare for the NLSAT examination? In today's video, we are going to be talking about this particular fact that can you prepare for this examination in the next 6 months? What are the things that are to be done? Is this examination tough enough? And can you clear it in 6 months? Because many students are feeling that the seats are limited, the examination is very tough, the preparation requires something else only, it is not the same format as the other examination. So is it worth it? So in today's video, we are going to talk about the same and how to chart the next 6 months for your preparation. Let's start with this video. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for law-based examinations, and welcome to Law Digest. So first of all, I'd like to tell you that since this examination started in 2022 and we were the first ones to release the sample question even before the university released the question, because there was a lot of apprehension among students as to how the question paper will be, and the exact questions were released very close to the examination. So we have a fair idea about this examination, that what is the thing that the examiner is really looking for. And if I would say that, then this examination is a lot about checking your ability to think critically, to analyze the situation, to understand what the author is trying to infer, what the author is trying to imply. So these are the things that they are looking at. And if you are able to master this, then it is not, trust me, it is not late to prepare for this examination. If we say that, we have 6 months in hand, then this is a good enough time that we have to prepare for this examination. Every day, what is required to be done so that you get closer to your goal. See, as I said, that they're going to check your inference capabilities. So reading comprehension, 1 hour daily, if you're able to practice reading comprehension, that is good enough. Then 1 hour daily you have to give to editorials. Pick up a newspaper, pick up Hindu, pick up Indian Express, read the editorials, understand how the author is putting across their opinion, because eventually when you will be doing part B, writing the essay, or convincing the examiner about the guilt of a person in those legal aptitude questions, you need to know how to frame your sentences, how to put your views across. That is what you will learn gradually, and 6 months is a good enough time to do that. Trust me, there are students who even start when only 3 months are left. I've seen people starting in December and Jan as well. And each year I'm there to guide them, mentor them, because as you would see, we also have a module on our website for an LSAT, and it is particularly designed in a way that you are able to find out time in order to go through that module, go through the guidance that we've given, and at the same time there are a lot of practice questions that are there. So how, as I said, you should go about it: 1 hour daily to reading comprehension, editorials, you have to study them, you have to understand how to do the answer writing, and I've conducted many sessions on YouTube as well to tell you that how are you supposed to write those answers. I've been again and again doing those sessions. I'll do more sessions for the 26 batch as well, as to how to write the answers. In the module as well, we are going to hold live session to help you write the answer along with me. Then the third part I would say is developing the critical reasoning skill. So if you have a situation before you, or you have a sentence before you, and you have to think critically that what are the possible scenarios in such a situation, that you must be able to do. That will come with a lot of reading. So inherently, yes, the examination is bent towards students, bent towards the skill of judging you for English. So you should have decent average English, that you are not making grammatical mistakes in expressing yourself. There is no requirement that you use high power vocabulary here. They just need to check that whether you are clear in expression, and also you are capable of understanding what the other is trying to say. So these two things are being judged. Reading, writing, speaking skills are not as such judged. There used to be an interview earlier, but now that is not the situation. So they are just checking your skills of inference and coherence at the same time. So that will come with practice. So as I said, if you would do reading comprehension, if you would do editorials, if you would do answer writing, 1 or 2 questions every day for the next 6 months you are doing, that is good enough. What I will do is I'll come out with a detailed weekly plan for you guys for the next 6 months, so that you have a better idea as to how to go about the preparation in case you are jittery about the preparation, that can it be done in the next 6 months. Further, about the competition, if I would say, see, there are not many people sitting for this examination as it is the case for DULB, which many of you might be giving. If we consider this examination as compared to DULB, I would say the difficulty level in my eyes is sort of the same only. Here the seats are less, there the seats are more. But at the same time, if you would see the number of students sitting for the NLS examination, they are low in number as compared to DULB. There are many students who sit for DULB, which the number crosses 25,000, which is not the case. Not even 1/5 students sit for NLS, because obviously the fees for the college is high, and sadly not everybody is able to afford that. So the limited number of students does limit your competition as well. But at the same time, I would say that yes, it is not a cakewalk, but having those skills, developing those skills over time, which is required for this examination, can be done. In DULB, there's a lot of mugging up required. There's a lot of practice questions like maths, logical reasoning, all these things, these subjects are required to be done. But if we speak of NLS, so there is no, prior knowledge, as they automatically specify in their brochure that no prior knowledge is required. The only thing that is required is your capability to judge things, to express yourself, to infer. These are the skills that are required, and that can be practiced over a particular time period. So if we are seeing the next 6 months, as I said initially, the strategy has to be aggressive in the sense that you are not looking at sample questions, solved answers, and you are just seeing that, okay, if such a question comes, the person has written like this and I would also do that. No, you have to get into the depth of it, in the sense that if you are practicing an RC, every word you should be able to interpret. Every word that the author has said, you should be able to apply your brain, that what is he trying to say, how can the statement be modulated. Try to test yourself by putting different questions to yourself, that if we change this particular condition, or if we add this, what is the assumption that can come, what is the inference that is happening here, what is coming out, what is the conclusion that's there. So this practice you need to do. So it doesn't need to be superficial, it has to be in depth. Like, if you will see in the module, we've made you understand all this, that if there is a statement, how to get to assumption, how to get to a conclusion, argument. So that skill is something that you have to develop, and you can do that over a period of 6 months if you have the right source to study. I'm not saying that if you're enrolled for my module, you will be able to clear the examination. No, my point is that whatever you are studying from, study with the perspective that, are you gaining this confidence that you are able to interpret, understand, and develop on these skills that are required for this examination. Sath sath, do a lot of practice. There's a lot of practice that's required. So the questions that you will practice, as I said, if you're able to do, 1 or 2 RCs daily, and you're able to write 1 essay and 1 legal subjective answer every day. So there are 4 sets that you are doing, 3 types of questions that you're doing every day, and you do this consistently over the next 6 months along with editorials. It is good enough. Now it's upon you to figure out that how and where you want to study from. What I'm trying to again and again tell you is that the strategy has to be clear, that this is what the examiner needs out of me, and this is what I need to do. Which is why there are people who are working somewhere, there are also students who want to leave a particular college and join NLS, so they also prepare for this examination. Everyone has limited amount of time in hand. So if you're able to devote 3 to 5 hours every day, properly, dedicatedly, to the kind of questions that I'm saying, you will be able to clear this exam. Trust me, if you have this basic sense, a basic aptitude is there, your power of expression is there. Although over time, with practice, it will get better, because in any case, if you're writing these answers, you can get them checked by me. I am directly available on WhatsApp. My number is given in the description of this video. So students who enroll with us, they are free to send your answers, and I do provide my feedback to you on the answers, like we do in the mock test also. We give you proper feedback on your subjective answer writing, that see, this is the area that your answer writing needs improvement on. We keep advising you over time, and slowly, gradually, when we are practicing for this examination, working together hand in hand for this examination, you do see a change in your performance. So if you are able to find some mentor in your life who is able to guide you, you can also do that. Get your answers checked. So when you're practicing every day, try to see, try to get a feedback on your answers also, so that you're not just shooting in the dark and you actually have some guidance with you. If you keep following this consistently over the next 6 months, you will be able to clear this examination. And as I said, I'll be soon coming out with a video wherein I'm going to tell you that how you should divide your time over the next 6 months so that you can ace this examination. So let's start preparing well for this examination. If you want to check the study material, it's available on our website www.lawdigest.in. As I said, the different social media platforms which I'm available on, the links of the same are given in the description of this video, so you can reach out to me anytime. Any query that you have, you can mention as a comment on this video. And make sure that for more such videos, in order to stay updated with the law, with your legal career, with your law entrance exams, make sure that you are following us here as well as on Instagram.